Are you allowed to drink outside in Buffalo?
You can do whatever you want.
My favorite thing about
This is a really cute picture of me
last
and Jackie.
January. It's really cute.
We're both with Studio Rough, but I think it's really
Studio Rough. Jackie's on her way.
Let's take mad pictures like we did mad Christmas work. Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Mail needs your attention.
We'll give you a minute for that.
You guys want some three-way pictures?
My
Yes.
eyes are like freeway pictures.
You know what I want to do? I want to open a place that does wedding.
You want to do a lot of
I want to open up a
Alex.
I want to open up a wedding place that does. Never mind.
What did I tell
like-
you about your ideas?
I like
Alex?
hidden cameras.
That me in the background.
Hidden cameras.
What's up with my pants?
Little dying fetus never hurt nobody.
Dying fetus.
I think that's what he said.
It's what?
Maybe it's a band or something.
Dying fetus.
And who's he working with?
Mary.
She's still here?
You ever met Mary? Yeah, she's still here. Mary, Mary, why a buggin'? That's the mistress thing. White contrary, how does your garden grow? I love this big thing. Alex, you should go out drinking with us.
Yeah.
Come on, Alex. Why not? What are you gonna do? Go home?
He's got
Fuck
work.
that.
I have work to
You
do.
have to work tomorrow?
No, I got to work from midnight till 6 in the morning.
Doing what?
YouTube. It's my new
Why
thing.
don't you work from midnight till 6 in the morning getting us drunk?
What does that mean? Money?
Are you a YouTube addict?
I just started. Well, I'm putting up tons of stuff. I'm like got 50 clips up in like a week. I'm gonna have
Why?
500 at the.
Why are you putting them up?
So I'm trying to get a fucking talk show and it's practice.
Because I don't know what it is, and I've tried to
Search
find it.
alxgraham.
ALX.
alxgraham, no space, no e.
ALXgraham.
Yeah, no space, no e.
What do you mean? You're not gonna get top drawing? No,
I invent things and I don't sell them, and I'm trying to get a talk show where all the fans of the show own the fucking show and use the show as a front to build my business, so I don't have to do it. A democratic business. Like, I want to have like. Well, I used to call it like try to build a business with a bestseller and say everyone will buy the book. Like, hey, the book you're holding, it's stock in my company. Now let's fucking build this thing. Kind of like that. So I don't have to go to the rich and say, hey, can you give me $1 million? Can you give me $1 million? I want to say, can you give me 5? 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 And I won't keep any of it. Just put it into a fucking pool so we can build a business. And that's a long story.
I told Alex when he actually does something that we can talk about when it's actually done. But until then,
Thanks.
An interesting idea.
There's never been
until then,
an international
you and me
business
just have to
started
talk
with a
about my
bestseller
boobs, and
ever.
That's where it stops.
Did you
You're drunk.
I'm not
You're
drunk.
drunk.
You wouldn't be talking about-
You're drunk.
Do you have a
Get outta here.
best-selling book yet?
No. I'll only have one if I have one. And it.
Alex, how long have you been coming to the cafe?
No, it'll be my business plan.
Oh.
They'll say, buy this book and you own an equal. If 1 million people buy the book, you'll own 1/1,000,000th of my business. I'll keep nothing. I just want a fucking job.
Alex wants to perfect the circular house.
That's part of it. It's just the cheapest shape to manufacture, actually.
Circles.
Spheres. Circles.
I have to disagree. Probably.
You can manufacture a sphere in one piece out of glass.
Like Bucky Fuller.
No, giant rotate.
That's
Well,
what I fucking said!
Oh,
That's
but-
what I said!
but Fuller- but
He wasn't having
but that was first of all back in the day, and Fuller didn't build in spheres. He built with
Don't.
regular geometric shapes. Like
Geodesic.
I'm talking about,
Bucky.
I'm talking about taking molten glass from a solar plant in the Sahara and pouring it into giant rotating global molds to build one-piece glass spheres.
Do you think that's going to be cheaper than going to Home Depot and buying a bunch of 2x4s?
Fuck you. What do you think glass costs in the Sahara when you have 50 square miles of?
You're going to have to create a whole new system of creating this house.
No.
Once you do it, it's gonna be
The first thing you do is you build a solar plant. You use the energy from that plant to refine more sand into more glass. You use that glass to make more mirrors.
But you already have to build the solar plant.
That's what the fucking book is for, to get the money to start the fucking plants to build.
You fucking drink up, sweetie.
The point is to build Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is a
Which
giant.
is also known as
Stop yelling.
Dubai, which I fucking
No,
hate.
it's not Dubai.
Hate.
Dubai is a fucking pure capitalist bullshit city. Las Vegas is an international philanthropic human family casino.
You philanthropic casino? Did you
Philanthropic casino.
Philanthropic
Where people come and say, am I going to go to Vegas and lose my money to Rick Wynn? Or am I going to go to Las Vegas and lose my money to humanity? You've never been to a charity casino before, first of all, and you're drunk at Binghamton. At Binghamton. I went to a charity casino. I said, Mom, give me $400 because you're going to give it to charity anyways. Let me lose it. And I won like $15,000, and then I had to lose $15,000 because I couldn't keep it. I'm kidding. I lost it all. Just like that.
Drunk, Alex.
Drugged or drunk? It's a great episode. I didn't expect it. I didn't think I would have the energy. When he came over, he's like, Alex, tell me about yourself. And I thought I was empty, but apparently I'm not 100% empty.
That's what she said.
I had to get it started. I had to tell you about myself.
I was tiring out.
What did Eamon tell you about himself?
He said that there's something
And
really.
his name is fucking Eamon Rellahan.
No, don't say that. I don't want that in my full name.
Oh. Right.
Oh, you're not fucking with this episode. I want the objection to Las Vegas though. What is the objection? If I can get enough money to build a 1 square mile mirror-based, steam-based power plant, and I can use that to refine sand into glass, and then I double the size of my plant with that glass, and then I quadruple it with more glass, and I end up with so much broadband power that I make whatever the fuck I want. And in Africa, where the labor is cheap as fuck right now.
You're trying to create
stop.
something that's
You
super
stop.
cheap.
And then you're making it
No, super cheap per unit. Massive manufacturing of
It won't
ultra
be super
simplistic
cheap
structures.
Until like 50 years down the line. You're creating things that don't even exist. In order to create,
That's what an invention is.
You want to create things that don't exist on top of things that don't exist.
You know Alexander Graham Bell?
Great things don't happen by accident.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, asterisk. Great things don't happen by accident. You have to plan. You have to invent them before the fact, or they never fucking happen.
What happens when you, have you ever been in a greenhouse? That's a glass house. It's extremely freaking hot.
My grandparents have a
What do you
greenhouse.
can't have all glass houses.
because
Yes,
the
you
energy codes.
can.
No,
Huh?
you can't.
We have
It's illegal.
energy codes. We're talking about Africa. We're talking about Africa. Countries
Yeah,
with dictators
Southern
own them.
Africa, with the glass.
You fry
People
them.
will fry. People will freaking.
Energy
literally cook
is
inside.
power. No, the entire inside is covered by plants growing hydroponically hanging. So those absorb a large amount of the sun's force. Then we have the massive fucking power plant. We probably have a dual wall. We're not talking pure silica glass. We're talking glass alloys and a dual wall with a vacuum drawn between them. There will be probably 2% fucking heat loss, 0 water loss.
Shouldn't he meet Andrico?
There's 2 places where these homes go. One is in the,
Andrico!
Do you know what an Andricoism is?
no. What? What do you mean I wouldn't?
I don't know what
You
the
didn't
Draco
do
is.
You do those
Fucking
stupid
do.
little things you said
Oh,
at the beginning of
right.
class.
Are you guys all in school together? Is that what's going on here?
I don't know these people. I just met them.
And what do you got? What do you want to design? I'm not into architecture for the sake of architecture. I'm into for the sake of building homes for people as fast and as efficiently as
I thought I
possible,
spelled pot.
and for the cheapest locations on Earth, which happen to be the desert and the ocean. Desert and the ocean. To me, when you say location, that's what you're talking about. They live on a massive floating honeycomb. How would you profile? I mean, what is it when you look over from something from above? And it looks like a floating fence. And at the junction of each of the 3 beams that make up the honeycomb is a hub where we sit one of our houses down. And the entire honeycomb is hollow. So as it moves, the what?
Where do they go to church?
There's no fucking church.
Then where do they go to the store to
Where
get
do they
food?
worship?
You're drunk too.
No, I don't. Where do they get food?
The fucking ocean. Mostly what we do is, one of the things we do is administer like giant localized fish farms. You can
Well, what about vegetables?
we trade fish for vegetables. We
Well,
trade
if you're
money
in
for
the middle of
vegetables.
The ocean, who are you gonna trade with?
You ever heard of a jet? You ever heard of a ship?
Oh.
All shipping goes across the ocean in a ship, which would stop by us. We'd probably be actually a massive staging point eventually for international shipping.
It's kind of like creating an island.
We're talking about it's kind of like creating an island. It's kind of creating a model of an island that you can franchise by manufacturing only 3 component pieces. If
Have
you
you ever heard of Dubai?
yeah.
They do that.
Oh, they built a little island. They're building. They don't do that. They build a little island. They got a ton of fucking money. They didn't do what I'm doing. If you take one of these cities and you cut it down the middle, what you'll see is a bunch of, I'm guessing, 6-7 foot diameter tubes. So you have a honeycomb, but the honeycomb is hollow.
Like a green elevator.
On its side, connected to a bunch of fucking grain elevators.
Right.
It's more like a fishing net that you blow up. So all the strings go,
That's what she said.
And that's where the energy in the city comes from, is the interior of these.
You should go to school for architecture.
I
No.
fucking said that
No,
like
this-
months ago.
no,
I
this-
said, you get in school, we'll talk about your ideas.